till back, and you know where we at. Got the thing in my grass, and we living life fast. And I put that on the dub, motherfuckers got hey, what you want, what you talk, what you at for the game.
Whatever the going rate of the dollar is, it's like $20.
Like $20, I think, some shit like that.
Yeah.
My point is that they work all day for that, fool, and it's hella hard, my boy. So I don't judge these motherfuckers, but the thing is that when there's that much activity and that few amount of people, that means there's a higher chance that you might just get killed for no reason. Like, for example, there was a group of kids that were wandering into the forest and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just so happened to walk upon something that they were not supposed to see. So what these fools did is they killed all the kids, and they hit their heads with hammers until they didn't have a face anymore. Shit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I stay away shit out there. Yeah,
like stay into the city areas and shit like that, but don't wander off into the little ranch areas.
Hey, fool, we're never gonna get monetized talking about some crazy ass shit like that.
Yeah,
Did you hear what you just said right now?
Yeah, fool, my boy talking about whacking people and with the hammer and shit, casino and shit.
Okay, hold on, dog, because I think we just got ahead of the curve right now. It's on you, dog. That's how my 2 weeks was. I went to Mexico, and you feel me? I really enjoyed it. Definitely. You feel me? So it's on my boy Flox right here.
Man.
Damn, nigga, we dork.
Hey, man. My boy, dog. You talking about people, man, you talking about some sick shit, dog.
That's the truth, though.
You've been watching too much movies, dog.
It's not all peaches and cream, my nigga. Like, it does get funky sometimes. Man, last time we were just driving around, we took a wrong turn, and the nigga whipped out on us in Ocotlan.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were smashing, and then I told this fool like, "Hey, who are these fools in the front?" And old boys like they stopped us and they said, "Who the fuck are you?" And then they just whipped out. Boom, they whipped out a couple bangers. I'm like, we had to tell them like, "Hey man, we don't want no problems, man. We just can't."
That nigga was like, "We don't want no tourists, please."
Hey, you had to tell him.
You no platico, me no speak español.
Hey, you had to tell him, fool. You had to tell him, my boy, because she gets hectic real quick.
All right, so what was your week like, fool?
There we go.
My week, man.
I had to fucking look at this motherfucker right here.
I went a big big Mex town too, man. But I went different. Because my brody, you know, we got a little passport issue, so we had to travel a little differently.
Man, that shit was ugly.
We had to travel a little different. We went to San Diego. From San Diego, fucking went over the border. These motherfuckers looked like they were trying to rob a motherfucker every section.
They were trying to rob us every fucking section, dog.
Hey, what they do? What they say?
Remember what I told that nigga though?
Yeah.
I was like,
"Hey, tu puta madre, güey." Hey, what he say? He's like,
I don't remember. He got hella scared.
He said,
you got scared. You thought he was gonna take us to jail.
I didn't tripping. No, I said, "Hey, bro, let's give him this fucking shit. Let's get the fuck out of here."
My bad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my boy, don't give him no more drink, bro. Don't give him no more drink. Okay. Oh no, these motherfuckers was trying to tax. They said that we needed a permit or some shit, and I knew that we needed a permit, so that's why I was not even tripping. And then from there, fucking old boy taxed us. We dipped out.
Mexico has the biggest motherfucking
con artists.
Motherfuckers
will come through, bro.
They'll fake that motherfucker, dog. They'll fake it, fool.
Yeah, for a smile. Yeah. Hold up.
No, it's because you're yelling into it, fool.
Oh yeah, okay.
And you're gonna talk hella loud. Might as well keep it kind of far.
Yeah, fool. Okay, yeah, nah. If you fucking they give you a smile, that smile's gonna cost you a good 20 pesos right there. For any little joke is gonna cost you 10 pesos. Anything will cost you.
Yeah, I'm serious. How was your 2 weeks in Mexico?
I mean, it was cool. You know, it was a little like my brother said. It was problematic as soon as we got in there, just because every couple of seconds they were trying to do us dirty, fool. Me and this nigga tried to walk from, once we got to Tijuana, we were trying to get our plane. All of a sudden, these niggas hop out the cuts. And then they're like, "Oh, do you got your documentation?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got my documentation. Like, here's my ID, nigga. What you mean?" "Well, you need immigration?" "Motherfucker, we ain't even crossing the border. We already in Mexico, my boy. Like, what are you talking about? I'm already here, nigga. What you need to see my immigration shit for?" Like,
my boy, tell him that you got us fucking... Our planes left 2 times.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were on your fucking headphones like, yeah, fool.
I was reading a book, fool. It was hella entertaining.
I'm like, man, bro. We were lost, bro.
We missed 2 flights, dog.
Because you're reading a book?
Yeah, I was listening to it, fool.
Stupid.
That Power versus Force, baby. You know what I mean? I recommend you to learn that, dog.
Jesus.
Listen to that one time.
Bro, we were up to like 2 in the morning.
Fucked up, fool. We missed it hella times.
Hey, fool.
It was some fucked up shit.
Hey, remind me not to travel with you, dog. I don't like that type of shit.
Me neither, fool. It was some bullshit. But
I would have fucking left your ass, fool.
Man.
What the fuck? This fool said, hey,
Well, Juanito was like, hey, fool, I think they call their names. I'm like, nah, fool, hell
Dog,
no.
I told this fool, I'm like, hey, my boy, they called our names right now. He's like, yeah, fool, this dope ass song right here. You need to listen to this shit.
Tripping, dog. I didn't say that.
I'm like, hey, bro, for real, they just called our names. And then the person said, look, you have to be hella careful because if they call your name and you guys are not listening to shit, they'll change like portals or terminals, and you have to walk hella fucking far to the other side. Walk to the other side.
It was some bullshit, dog.
Some random ass broad came out of nowhere. Sat next to both of us, and I'm trying to I'm trying to sleep.
Hey, fool, she was scaring me, my nigga. She was getting closer and closer. Juanito looks over to me like, hey, fool, do you want to switch seats?
She was cool.
Hey, no, nigga. Yeah. You should have told her about that.
And he was like, she's cool, fool. She was cool, dog.
Then why you want to switch seats, nigga?
No. Oh, because she was talking to... Nigga, she was talking to me way too much. I'm trying to go to sleep, bro. I'm trying to go to sleep, bro. I'm hella tired. It's 2 in the morning.
Hey, we thought we dished her.
Where's this at?
He's in the fucking Tijuana already.
We thought we dished her, right?
Dog, what
Hey,
the
me and this
fuck?
nigga are like, we're thinking we're safe, and out the nowheres, we see her like, boom, 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 boom. Hey, what's up, you guys? I found you.
Hey.
What's going on?
And I told her it's good. Sit right here. I said, sit right here. It's good.
Hey, fool. I was trying.
You didn't.
Yes, he did.
I did.
And I looked at him like, what the?
And then I'm just like this. I'm like with the the little things you put in your neck so you can go to sleep. Yeah, I was like that. I'm like, hey, man, for real, you a good ass conversation. I'm trying to take. It's 2 in the morning. I'm hella tired.
Hey,
Leave me alone a little bit.
Crazy, fool.
And she finally got the hint.
Fool, she was a crazy ass broad, fool. Hey, we had. I couldn't make it no more clear to like. I was trying. It was trying to ditch her. But anyways. That shit was over with, nigga.
What the fuck is going on?
We got to fucking Mexico, got the rental whip, you know what I'm saying? And we went straight to my homie's house. And it's crazy because, like, literally, I got a homie where I could just pull up at any fucking second, and this is like my house. I just pulled up, like, wake up, nigga, kick this nigga. Ah. He's like, what's up, fool? Get up, I'm here. Are you here? I'm like, yeah, fool, let's go get some beers. Nigga, it's 8 in the morning, fool. And he's just like, let's go. Hey, fool, we went to the Malecon, fool. We were fucking perking. I started buying hella shit, just video recording. And for those who don't know, this is Chapala. Chapala, man, that's a beautiful ass fucking town, man. It's like
that shit is dope. That shit is so dope.
It's a pueblo mágico, and basically certain towns in Mexico are labeled that, meaning that they're just like fucking dope ass towns.
They're active. It's hella shit going on.
Ambiente, hella motherfuckers are just it's live. So then what ended up happening? We went over there. We was with the homie, and then we were like, you know what? Silence over here too. So then we were just like, fuck it. The same day that I got there, the same day we drove to see this.
Drove like 2 hours. That shit was like, what, 2 hours, huh?
Yeah, hey, fool. That shit was fucking crazy.
Man.
You guys lied to me. You guys said it was an hour.
I thought it was an hour, dog. That shit was kind of far. I'm not going to lie. We wasted a good... Fool, that day got fucked up. We came back. Fool, I fell asleep. We're in the corner of a fucking barranca.
That was the day of the grito.
Yeah, we didn't even make it back on time.
Bro, you were sleeping the whole time,
It
bro.
didn't
I was
even
fucking
matter,
tripping
though.
the fuck out.
Hey, fool, over there in Ameca, dog, over there at the plaza and shit, like they set up like a little carnival shit, hella games. Like, fool, it was fucking packed. Like,
it was
fucking
dope.
dick to ass packed. Like, motherfuckers were hella deep. I was like, what the fuck? This is uncomfortable. Like, I couldn't even fucking relax, dog. And plus, the humidity is hella high over there, so I'm over here sweating, fucking up every hat that I'm wearing. But,
hey, you was living them centenarios.
It started storming, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fool. It be raining like that over there, fool.
Hey, fool, everybody started running, fool.
The fuck you mean it didn't rain? It was...
No, I said it be raining like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, fool, it started storming so bad, dog. I had a dip because it was pouring so bad and like with thunder and lightning. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit do be bad, huh?
Hey, dog, when you start seeing the locals tripping out, that's when you know this shit ain't normal either.
Hey,
like,
these motherfuckers are like, what the fuck?
Well, you know something that I learned from Mexico and going over there? Is like the different perspectives, bro. Like to look at the world through, it kind of makes you look at the world through a different eye. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh shit. Excuse me. I would never look at tortillas the same.
Consciousness.
Why? Why you say that?
Fool, the tortillas are hella good over there, dog.
Yeah?
The bread and everything. Fool, my girl Stia was like fucking making us homemade food every day. Like she'll go right around the corner and buy fresh ass bread, like loaves of bread, but like fresh out the oven, like they're still hot and steamy.
This is okay for those who don't know,
Same
and I don't mean
thing.
to put you on blast, but we could decide anything. But this is Silent's first time. This is Silent's first time in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's your first
This
time
was said,
Mexico,
put me on blast.
what was that shit like for you?
That's what I'm talking
I know,
about.
that's what
It
I'm
was
saying.
dope as
Express
fuck.
that, like, what, is it everything you thought it was gonna be?
No, it's not. It was
More
not,
or less?
It's not everything. It's,
You thought it was gonna be
it's
super dangerous,
No,
huh?
it's the opposite, dog. Because I'm over here thinking I might see like bodies on the side of the road with their heads chopped off and shit. Like this person right here. I thought I was gonna walk down the street and see that shit right there.
Oh,
shit.
some bodies, some
Yeah,
fucking.
I mean, hey, you go to Tijuana, you just might. Fool. It just
Nah,
depends where you're
in
at.
the borders, they say it gets a little more hectic.
Hey, fool, it was lit as fuck, fool. I love Omega. I just love it now. I already know the streets. I was in the fucking whip right there, mobbing through the motherfuckers and shit. And it's lit. The people are very nice and humble and stuff. And the motherfuckers who act weird, they're just like being weird over there. They ain't bothering nobody.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So, you know, I was over there bar hopping and shit, like just fucking enjoying myself. You feel me? I'm happy I did that. I might just be going every year though, to be honest.
Hell yeah. Well, one thing that I learned, bro, is that my homie, right? Remember we were sitting down in old boy's house. This nigga started watching the war all the time. These fools are hella in tune with the war in Russia and Ukraine. And something that I always looked at it like Russia's kind of grimy for what they're doing and
No,
shit
he
like
said
that.
he's seen an alien, and then I'm like, nah, that's not an alien. That's a satellite, bro. I think that's a Starlink satellite. And
No,
then,
what are you
I'm
talking
talking
about?
about Russia, dog.
yeah, I
You
know.
talking about the other thing.
But then he started getting. He
This
started.
motherfucker?
What happened?
Oh, my bad. My car's in front of you, huh? Damn. My bad.
Damn.
Damn.
2 hours late, and you blocking people in? Like, I'm late and
Damn.
nobody's leaving.
That's how it be. It's because, you know.
Hey, can you bring some more Zero Coke, please?
Hey, we'll have to cut that part out.
Yeah.
No, well, it's dark, so it's good with this. My keys? Oh, here you go.
Ooh.
All right, Daniel, go over there. Go in the
These
room.
got throwers.
Rowers. And when the homies come out at night, they got blowers.
So basically, what I thought was hella weird, bro, is that everybody in Mexico has a different perspective on the world, my boy. Like right now, they're looking at the war, like the United States is actually evil, and Russia's actually
Dog.
the good guys.
Hey, fool. I don't know if you guys
I don't
believe
know
in.
what the hell you talking
I don't know
about.
if you guys believe in UFOs like that, fool. But they say right now that in Kyiv, where the war's going on right now, that there's been massive sightings of fucking UFOs just like up in the sky while everybody's like shooting at each other and shit blowing up. They're saying that that they think that the UFOs are very interested in
The war?
and how humans are like destroying each other.
Well, it's getting hella close to the end right now. Like not to the end. I don't think the world's gonna end,
World War
but I
III?
feel like something is
No,
going to happen.
The world is not gonna end. Humankind is gonna end because we're all gonna fucking
I don't think
blow
so.
this shit up.
I don't
fool.
think so, dog.
Nah.
This is the only reason why I don't think so. Look, you're a pretty intelligent individual, right? You know what I'm saying? But would you say you're the the smartest guy in the shed?
I didn't graduate, fool.
Okay, nigga, that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean nothing. A lot of motherfuckers don't graduate. My
Okay.
point is, look, fool, you are a pretty intelligent guy, right? But to be honest, we are nowhere as smart as like an Albert Einstein type of motherfucker.
Most definitely.
Now you think that for you coming to this conclusion, what you just said,
Yeah.
that some other motherfuckers that work for the Pentagon in Washington and shit like that they haven't already thought this too? So
No shit.
So if I was
Yeah.
in their position, nigga, I'm hella smart. I've already been thought of all this shit. I wouldn't let the world die. It would be too easy. I think this was gonna happen.
Hey.
This is what I think is gonna happen. The United States is gonna do some sneaky. If Putin tries to do like some nuclear bomb shit, like he's trying to talk about right now,
No, he's threatening.
he's threatening to do, but he's taking over Ukraine. And if he says that if they try to attack him in Ukraine, that he's gonna drop nuclear bombs and he don't give a fuck. And the
Yeah,
United
but
States,
he can't do that because this is the thing. The
he made a
difference.
fake referendum. Referendum means that those people in those 4 states closest to Russia voted, and they voted to be part of Russia, which they didn't. He just made that whole shit up. This motherfucker is drafting everybody in Russia. Motherfuckers that are my dad's age.
Yes, I
And
know.
he's letting
I
people
seen
out of
that.
prison. He's letting
I seen
motherfuckers out
that.
of prison, bro. And
To
they're
fight
like,
in
bro,
the war.
if you fight, you could be a murderer, my nigga. You're out here, you win,
Oh,
nigga, you got
yeah.
your rights back.
Oh yeah, they're doing that.
6 months.
Oh,
And
they're
shit.
doing that video. This motherfucker doing
Hey,
it.
fool, they got nerds that are like used to playing video games, like actual video games, participating in this war right now, and they're usually on the Kyiv side, but they're the ones flying the fucking the drones, like the actual like little fucking small drones, and they're like dropping bombs on these motherfuckers, like little little mortars and shit like that. Boom.
Yeah, this nigga Putin is crazy, fool. But like I told you,
Yeah.
the way that the rest of the world looks at it, the United States is evil. And Russia is actually good. And you know what? I believe them in a way, kind of.
How?
Because
I don't even know
look-
what you're talking about. No, I don't know.
Okay,
Nobody
when
that thinks that
Everybody in
United States
Mexico
is-
thinks that.
the
You
United
never
States
talked
crazy.
to them. The United States is evil. And Russia's actually the good guys. And they're trying to stand up for the fucking good guys. This is how they look at it.
Hell no.
Yeah, I believe them.
That.
You don't understand then why. Okay, the rest of the world looks at the United States as pedophiles.
What the fuck?
The people who are in control of the fucking country are majority all pedophiles, and it has been proven. They take little kids.
I mean, the island, that fucking
Okay,
island.
the island. Who else? Who else did some sick ass shit? Remember they were saying some shit that happened over here by Guerneville?
Fucking, what's it called?
That one weird ass shit. Bohemian some shit?
Bohemian Jungle or some
Or
shit.
some shit. They go over there, bro. They do sick shit.
All the presidents, yeah. I heard some
so
shit
they're
like that.
all okay. So there's rumors that they take all the little kids, bro, and they do like they have like they've already gotten busted. You can Google
What
this
the
shit, bro.
fuck?
All the United
Who's
States.
saying that shit? That
You
white,
can
that
Google
white guy.
it, Alex
Okay.
Jones, but it's not even that.
Yeah.
You can Google.
Okay, let's not scream that
My
type
bad.
of shit because
You
my
can
fucking
Google-
door's
my
open.
bad. All right, you can Google that shit, my boy, and that shit'll let you know that they're really doing that type of shit, right? So everybody knows it. So the rest of the world looks at the United States like they're pedophiles, bro. And they are proven to be pedophiles in the politicians, the high-ranking politicians in this country. So then what they do, look at what they did to all the little kids that came from Mexico, fool. They all disappeared. They don't know what the fuck happened to them. That's the only time that's ever happened. So my thing is, bro,
Sick
they're
fucks.
looking like some sick fucks, and they have proof of
Or
this
put
type of
them in
shit.
like the
And
cages
And then,
and stuff
and
like
then
that.
also they had the whistleblower shit that happened with Snowden where they're checking on everybody's shit. So you know what? The rest of the world looks at the United States like they're sick ass fools. And they look at Russia. Russia's like, fuck that. We're not pedophiles, you sick fucks. We're not going to let these fools get close to us and try to do some sick shit and control everything like that.
What the fuck?
And then he just made Snowden into a citizen of Russia. So they're never going to send him back to the United States.
Oh shit, that's something I didn't know.
Yeah, they
Swear to
just made,
God.
Yeah, they just made Snowden into a Russian citizen.
So who? What?
Snowden is
What
the whistleblower
the
that
fuck?
fucking snitched out all the CIA information, saying that
Because
they
he
were
was working for that fucking. They made a movie about him.
the NSA.
He was working for them like that. Basically, like if your fucking laptop has a little red light, it means that
They're
you're
recording
getting
you.
watched. You're getting watched. And he said it. He said it in the interview.
Jeez. My light's on all the time. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, no. He said that shit.
You know,
Oh,
he had
shit.
like
Yeah, I
fucking,
didn't know that
hey,
fool
you
was-
didn't see Silent with hella nudes and shit like that, like Whack 100, like Whack 100.
Hey, fool.
Oh, he
Hey.
did.
What's up
Hey,
with this
Hey,
shit
Wack
right
wanted to
here?
have that?
Hey, they did that fool
Nah.
dirty, dog. You see
Hey.
Whack 100?
Hey, nah, they're calling that
That
fool.
nigga was ass up, fool.
They're calling that fool crack 100 now.
Damn. That fool
What a
was stupid.
weirdo.
Why? What did he do? I didn't see that shit. I didn't see it.
Hey, this fool's
Wait,
really.
no.
Hey, damn. Wait, hold on. Stop yelling.
Yeah, that
'cause
shit's
I'm
hella
fucking my
loud.
own
Huh?
shit up right here.
Yeah, that's hella
This
loud.
fool's really on his little Clubhouse app arguing with grown ass men, butt
Butt
ass
naked,
naked,
fool.
laying on the
Hey,
front.
with his legs like
Hey,
this.
this was over here kicking his feet and like touching his toes and shit. Over here kicking the
Hey.
crest off the left foot
Hey,
and everything.
man.
What
dog.
motherfuckers don't see behind the fucking
didn't see this shit,
clubhouse.
fool?
I didn't see that
Hey.
shit.
Fool, they may have a video of him
I'm
caught
not that-
slipping by his bitch, and he just got caught cheating on his bitch that he says is his only wife, all types of shit. So you know he's going through it, fool.
Man.
Yeah.
He's weird. He just popped up on fucking No Jumper and
His
shit.
side
That
bitch
motherfucker's
took
gonna
a
be hella
picture,
mad.
video of this nigga on Clubhouse, butt naked, sitting on the
Yeah.
bed, kicking his little feet, paying
He's
He's
going-
like,
hey.
yeah, nigga on Paru.
Nah, he wasn't
Hey, he's
going
going
crazy.
through shame right now. That motherfucker's going through
That
some
was a
shit.
weirdo, dog. I don't know.
Ah, shit.
I don't understand what situation motherfuckers is in, but they
Fuck.
just laying butt naked talking to other dudes and shit. Like, nah, I
But
don't
what
know.
you do if they draft the United States right now? Like the same shit they're doing in Russia. That's
Oh.
wild.
I'm going to Mexico, dog. I ain't fighting for nobody.
Then they'll take
Why
you,
not?
dog. They'll take you. Would you go?
Because I don't know what they're really fighting for, dog. They could tell you one thing. All you know is that you going over there to go fucking bust at some fools and shit. They don't give a fuck on whether you survive or not. I seen so many videos of these Russian fools getting their asses fucking blown the fuck up, fool.
What about
And they're just in a straight
Fools.
line. Hey, fool, I see these motherfuckers in a straight line creeping through a neighborhood, fool.
Yeah.
Here comes the fucking Ukrainian tank. Boom, blows these motherfuckers like all over the place. Bodies flying in the air and everything. Like, what the fuck? Who's helping these dudes? And like a lot of them are like
Swear.
18 years old, fool. Like,
Damn.
like they had, I remember I seen that they had a lot of the 18-year-old, like young ass, like Russian soldiers and shit, and they're all like, we don't even know why we're over here. It's like we were just told to go over here. It's like I want my mom. No, the Russians were captured by the Ukrainian soldiers, and they were being hella humble to them because they were young ass kids, and then they were recording them, and they were asking them like, "Why are you here? Like, what are you doing?" It's like we don't even know why we're here. We were just told to come and fight. And
they don't even know what's going on.
And then they were just like, we just want to be with our families. We don't even want to be here. And like the Ukrainians were being humble on camera or whatever, and they were over there just letting them call their parents and like fucking speak to them and shit.
They're being cool with them. Basically.
They're giving them meals and shit like that.
Damn.
Like
Ooh,
water.
This is some crazy shit, my nigga. This is
Question,
the verge of World War III.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you.
Nah.
Do you think World War III is gonna happen? Because the United Nations already had a meeting about this shit.
It's happening like out of our view already, dog. There's a lot of shit that happens without us seeing. They're gonna let us know what they want us to know, fool. There's a lot of crazy ass shit going on. Like, to be honest, fool, like my theory on like fucking like, see, I start thinking of hella crazy ass shit.
You said you wouldn't go to prison, right? You wouldn't go to the war. No. You said you wouldn't go to the war. But what if you're doing life in prison? And Putin, like he's telling these prisoners, hey,
that sounds like a fucking win. That sounds like a win.
You know what he said?
Let me out.
Do 6 months in the army
in combat,
and you're free.
Hey, fool, it's all good, dog. I would definitely, I'd be all like, it's good, but let me like lead the group, motherfucker, because I ain't gonna let no dumbass do me like I seen on fucking Reddit, because I be looking at Reddit for shit like that, because it doesn't like censor anything. And dog, man, I'm telling you, I seen like Russian troops just like creeping through the street, and a fucking tank comes or a drone comes, and like, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. There's just a bunch of young kids know that they have to go into the city and fight. Your job is to take over this town. I don't know what other details are behind it or who's telling them to do what or how they're like running their operations, but them motherfuckers, Russia's hella bigger than Kiev, and they're not Kiev, Ukraine, and they're getting fucking chopped.
I wouldn't do it for both ways. I wouldn't join the war, and if a motherfucker I was in prison and he told me to go in, I still wouldn't do it.
I probably would, dog.
Why? If you're already in jail, fool, like you fucking would. Yeah, you're a lying ass fool.
I'm gonna tell you that I wouldn't do it, and the reason why I wouldn't do it is because I'm a prisoner, my boy. Like, I'm a prisoner. This motherfucker probably doesn't even want me to live. This is why he's even making me do it. What if I'm a prisoner and I kill somebody? He doesn't want to get the reputation of being the one that freed a fucking... his head, he's like, I'm going to use these niggas for the expendables. I'm probably going to throw these motherfuckers right here.
The frontliners.
Yeah, so they can get smacked while I got my real niggas over here trying to attack them over here. Hey, war is fucked up, fool. In the Nazis, when the last World War happened, the British soldiers willingly gave up 100,000 soldiers to get murdered. You know what I mean? Killed by the other niggas just to save about 1 million more. But now think about that. That's good when you're looking at it like it's a chess piece. It's a chess piece, you know, no emotions, nothing like that. Hey, let me sacrifice this for this. But now actually really think about that you just got sacrificed and you're going to try your fucking hardest to kill these niggas knowing damn well that you're going to fucking die. You don't know it, but this nigga just fucking threw your whole life away and you ain't got no choice. When it comes down to that, I think for me, nigga, I will go to war and I will fight, but I'll go to war for some real shit.
That just makes
I believe in.
That makes all of our problems so fucking small and what we think about when you start thinking about shit like that. Like I just said, they're gonna let us know what they want us to know. Like, we don't know what's going on behind the news and all the other shit and all the propaganda. Like, who knows? They might just be like, yeah, y'all could blow up California and just let us keep the rest.
I'll explain a situation that I will willingly go to war with. Willingly go to war for my people, freedom. For if I'm right now, it's good. So it's not really nothing to go to war for.
If there was like a war, man. All right, man.
Hey, man, what are we fighting for, man? Oh boy.
Thank you guys for tuning into that quick little commercial right there. We are back on the Never Enough Game podcast. Me, myself, personally, I need a...
You need a bang.
What? Oh, no, I got this one, but I just need more from the beginning.
Oh, you need a little shatter?
This is the last one. I think it is. Yeah, but that's what it is. You know, don't forget your chaser. If you sip it straight, if you sip it straight, it's good. You feel me? That's when, things happen.
Boy, fucking with the bangs.
Hey, fool, you've been working on your fucking podcast voice, dog.
What's up?
Hey, you been working on your
voice?
podcast voice like a motherfucker.
The radio voice.
No,
way.
I just don't. I don't fucking
the
sit
radio
here
voice.
and yell like you motherfuckers. That's why.
Nah, still we get too amped up, bro, and I be feeling like we're just chopping it up. That's how.
This is what I feel like. I feel like we should talk about a subject right here. You know, we just got done talking about a little about the war and all that bullshit. What's going on?
What were you talking about earlier? You said some shit about
I wanted
Thug.
to talk about how the California governor Gavin Newsom he signed a bill restricting use of rap lyrics as evidence in criminal cases. So that's like with rappers Young Thug and Gunna were arrested in Atlanta and their lyrics were used against them in the indictment. So
they've been doing that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the governor, he signed a bill restricting the use of rap lyrics. So
shit.
I'm pretty sure. I wonder if that only applies to California. It might, because he's the governor of California. But like, I don't know personally. How do you guys feel about that? And do we is there any rappers in California right now that are locked up with their lyrics being used against them? There has to be.
Yeah.
Well, what's that fool's name? X-Rated.
Huh?
X-Rated went down because of his lyrics.
I'm pretty sure there's
that's
hella
what he went down for.
motherfuckers,
He
bro.
did 26 years for that.
Okay,
original
I'm
thing.
talking about now to where this bill will start releasing people.
I'm gonna be honest, fool. I think that it doesn't fucking matter, and the reason I believe that is because if you're stupid enough to make a fucking rap song about some shit that you actually fucking did,
some hot ass shit,
then you fucking, it's like a nigga in a music video, like. Or even like niggas on Instagram be showing pictures of their guns,
yeah.
You know, or doing shit like that.
Hey, fool.
To me, it's just like, dog, like that's just hella retarded.
It is definitely retarded.
If you're dumb enough, I feel like it might even be a fucking trap for some retarded ass niggas to start. Oh, nigga, I can't go down. I'm gonna start rapping about everything. Now I seen a little twat last night. I shot him in the head.
I see some shit on Instagram.
Motherfucking police really comes through and is like, all right, nigga, he buried it right here. You heard the song.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I see some shit on Instagram. The fool's like, yeah, I live right here. That fool's rapping.
Oh, yeah,
about his brother. He's like, he's like, hey, what the fuck you talking about, bro? You get too deep in this shit.
I ain't even my brother's gonna die for me.
He's like, nah, what the fuck you talking about?
But for real, I think that's it. Can I get some things?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little shot too in a little bit, man. But I'm trying to finish this pod real quick though, cause I already know
what you got in there, dog. No, it's not.
Yeah, hey man, you don't need no drink though to keep it 100, bro, cause you be getting like wow, like
I'll get some Hennessy right
aggressive.
now.
Like I've been thinking like something's wrong with you,
not
bro.
mixed with this, fool. Hell nah.
You like that?
Nah, I got another bottle for us, man.
Okay,
It's
but like
all
I was
good,
telling you,
fool. Shit, man.
What the fuck
Alcohol's not for some people though.
Those bottles.
Yeah, but okay, alcohol start. Oh, the Centenarios?
Yeah, I'm gonna take one to the Quince.
Okay.
Yeah.
When is that shit? That's just Saturday, huh?
It's tomorrow, fool.
Yeah, okay.
So, what the fuck happened, dog? Where was that?
Zero Coke, man.
Oh.
Stay away from the sugar.
Hey, man.
Stay away from the Coke, man. It'll fuck if you're dope, man.
So I think that that fool was kind of retarded, dog.
Wait, who's retarded? Hold on.
I don't think that should be celebrated, my boy. Would you just say? What is it supposed to do for motherfuckers now to rap freely about murdering niggas?
Oh, no.
That's what a lot of people are thinking. Like the regular criminal motherfuckers thinking, oh, now I can say some really hot shit. All right, nigga, say it.
I mean, yeah.
That's how I think about it. The whole
rap thing
everything could be taken into context.
Creativity of the streets, bro.
If you are dumb enough to put some real self-incriminating shit into your rap, then I feel like you're dumb enough to go to jail, dog. And if this nigga's saying anytime see, this is what I don't like about niggas like Newsom or them type of politicians, bro, because they'll sit here and try to fucking make up a lot. They ain't gotta do shit with nothing to try to like get a motherfucker like us to jump and bite the bait. It's like if they say, for example, from now on, you can sell food anywhere you want and you don't need a fucking vendor's license to sell any food in the streets. So a motherfucker would be like, well, look, if a motherfucker was really going to sell food in the streets, he was going to do it with or without the license, right? Mm-hmm. But the only thing you're going to do now is you're going to just let all the foods that are like undocumented go out in the streets now and start motherfucking selling food. Hey, and then what's going to happen is the police is just going to come and pick them up because they know they're illegal because they're in the streets selling food.
I would say fuck the police.
No, that shit's stupid. That shit's stupid. But the whole rap thing came from actually street shit that you
People
did.
need to stop.
That you did,
People
bro.
need to stop looking at
People
the police like
listen
they're
to your
the
rap
fucking
because you're really
gods.
authentic.
You got me there, fool.
Like, what the fuck do you mean?
He got me
Okay,
there.
it is stupid saying all that shit in the raps, right? But you won't listen to a motherfucker that's fake as fuck, right? You feel me? Because you can feel the authenticness when someone's really spitting some dope ass shit. So you guys are going both ways. You guys are like, oh, he's saying too much facts. Then if he doesn't state no facts, you're not gonna listen to him.
Yeah.
You know what
you're gonna think he's a fake ass fool. You're like, oh, I don't even feel him. I don't think he's authentic. I don't think this, and this.
You know
so you have to throw some shit or some real shit in there or some shit that kind of like, damn.
Always.
Dog, that's some crazy ass shit when you think about it.
You know what I think?
Yeah, so then what's the way to go? You're going to go straight square bear or you're going to go straight...
Motherfuckers going to spit on some shit, but what I think is...
Bro, you need to stop putting too much details. That's what I think,
That's what it is.
Because motherfuckers will be like, I smoked that fool on the motherfucking this. I'll be like, man, what the fuck?
What you just said, I understand. But yeah, I think it's just the details. Motherfuckers
too much details, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, fool?
Yeah, what are you saying, dog?
I think it's hella funny that just music in general, people be like, oh, it's gangster rap. Oh, nah, I don't like it. Or like, what you're rapping about sounds like gang related or whatever the fuck. Because like motherfuckers talk about what they talk about when they came up from, you feel me, the streets and shit. But then they're going to go to listen to somebody that's on the radio rapping the same fucking shit, talking about 7.62s, knock a fucking whatever the fuck off the dreads and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that shit's hella funny.
I think that
when Drake says some shit, I be hearing him say like a little thing,
dog,
but then
I guess it's not what you say, it's how you say it, dog.
I think the bigger thing is what you just said is like, all right, look at this fool Andrew Tate, right? They just fucking banned this fool from all internet and everything, right?
Why?
But he's still getting play though. He's in the low key.
He doesn't get any money. He doesn't get no money from it no more. He used to make money because his YouTube was linked to like a hustle university and shit like that. Anyways, he doesn't make no more money, so he's kind of fucked in that regard. And the thing is now he can't directly give his message, but it's cool. But my point is,
he's a misogynist, bro.
He's not. I don't think he's a misogynist. No, but
that's what everybody say though. I already know. I know what you mean.
Gang.
So getting to the point,
bang.
They fucking banned this fool. And I mean, yeah, they banned that motherfucker, right? So
I can see you and him getting along, dog.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. We were talking about this motherfucker for a reason, right?
I don't know.
You said some shit about.
I didn't say nothing about Andrew Tate.
No, but I brought it up.
I was talking about rapping.
They banned him. They banned him from the content he was saying because they're saying he's a misogynist.
I was talking about rapping. I was talking about how people pick and choose like.
What lyrics?
Like my point exactly. They're gonna ban this motherfucker, right, for telling motherfuckers to do better, nigga, to get money, to fucking work out, telling people.
But some of the wording that even
cool.
Joe Rogan said that too.
Right, yeah, cool. Keep that, right. Then you got motherfucking rappers literally talking about murdering black kids in the motherfucking
and they're
streets,
getting indicted.
And they're not getting indicted. Nigga, Meek Mill is fucking free. Nigga, there's a lot of T Grizzly just made a fucking song, nigga. You
yeah, that is true. Why is that though?
They're killed. They're talking about murdering people, dog, and they're not banned. But you got this nigga Andrew Tate talking about motherfuckers getting better. Nigga, do good with your life. As long as it's perpetuating fucking people that are fucking minorities getting yes. So why they ban him? And then they have all these motherfuckers talking about murdering motherfuckers.
That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. That type of shit right there. Stay true to yourself.
It's because he's too direct.
Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself.
Because the message that the rappers are saying is kill another black guy, kill another Mexican guy. It's not nothing that's bad for the white man. Or, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, in general.
Shit, I see where this is going.
I didn't want to go there.
Damn.
Why did they do that, though?
All right, everybody. Hey, I'm sorry. I
racist, huh?
No. Okay.
I'm Mexican. What you talking about?
Hey, you identify as Mexican.
But for real, the thing is that when it gets down to the detail, then what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, dude, that makes perfect sense. They want these motherfuckers to kill each other. And they don't want Andrew Tate revolutionizing the minds of young men
to actually make money,
to
improve themselves,
because they want this country to be demasculated. But that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too conspiracy theory on y'all niggas.
I mean, that's true. That fool fucking Andrew Tate was basically doing some successful shit, and fools was hating on him. The chat fools was hating on him.
Yeah.
They was over there telling them they can't do this, this, and this.
What other topics do we got right now, dog?
What are the topics, man?
Cause we deep in it right now. You feel me? I just dropped a new song off the tier. Go ahead and bump that shit. It's on all platforms. Maybe by the time this podcast drop, I might have another one.
Oh, we had
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know, we got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah.
Now we had that shit. We're talking about when to let somebody borrow money and when not to let somebody borrow money.
Okay, another topic right there.
Boom.
We have a group chat on whenever we're about to do one of these podcasts, we got a group chat where we start throwing like topics for us to talk about. So you feel me? The homie just put it up and he said the next one was what was it?
It was when to let somebody borrow money and when not to let somebody borrow money.
When you should let somebody borrow money.
And when to not let someone borrow money.
I believe that you know, if it's somebody that you genuinely
like,
trust,
not to keep it 100, bro. Like literally, one of the workers just came up to me like, and this fool looked like he's kind of on some shit, and that fool was like, "Hey, let me borrow $1,000." And I'm like, "Damn, dog, this motherfucker tried to come at some fucking heavy shit." And I'm like, "Man," I'm like, "Look, I'm not gonna let you borrow that shit. But I will give you like some overtime or some shit like that. Cause this motherfucker, I already know what he's gonna do with that fool. I already know, cause he already looks like he's a little off. You know what I'm talking about?
of course. I mean, if it's a worker, then just like I could give you more overtime.
That's what I told him.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I'm like, man, you know what? I could probably give you a little bit of overtime, but the rest of this shit, like, nah, hell nah. And cause I already know what he's gonna do with it. But he pulled up to the job, my boy. And he said he's been sleeping. This is what he said. He's been sleeping in his fucking car for like 2 weeks. And his wife's in the car and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, that shit is fucked up.
Hey, phone. I've known some workers that would like pull up to the warehouse, and then like the worker will go to the field, and then like his like fucking girl and kids or whatever the fuck will just be like in the car all day until like 3 or 4 o'clock until he gets back.
Dog, that's how this fool was too. I'm telling you,
that shit's real, dog, and I feel like that has a lot to do with man.
But I think
they're young too.
You have to think, how is he in that position though?
It's like early 20s, dog, like at least 20, 19 or 20. I'm all like, I'm looking at him and I'm like, man, this dude is hella young. Like, why is he like that? But you could tell that, you know, he got himself into some drugs or whatever. Or
that's what it was.
Whatever it is, dog. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. It's just hella crazy on how the youth is right now.
And that motherfucker, that fool was fucking sweating like crazy. And I'm like, hey, bro.
I mean, it's actually the same thing with grown ass men. Like, I had to remind somebody that was like fucking 30 years older than me.
Yeah.
How to use some equipment because he was using it like he thought he knew what he was doing. I was like, hey man, just so you know, you need to keep your forks on the forklift like 6 inches from the ground. It should never be waist high. You know that's like
that's code and shit.
Well, yeah, because you can impale somebody on accident if you're not paying attention.
Hit somebody,
you know what I'm
bam.
saying? It needs to be 6 inches from the ground. And he looked at me. He's like, huh? I was like, look, bro, like I'm the forklift instructor here. Like I'm certified to do
you
this.
Can hit somebody.
He's like, so I'm just giving you a tip real quick. Like when you're driving, make sure it's 6 inches from the ground. You never want it up at waist high. Like this motherfucker could look the other way and turn like fucking like stab you.
Oh, that's what I was about to tell you. Kids, damn near stab some motherfucker right there.
One thing that I've
get close to the mic though, because you sound hella.
One thing that I've been learning is so I was telling you about that book that we were reading, right? Power versus Force. And it's getting kind of towards the end. And something that I really noticed about this book, bro.
How many hours is it?
Not that many.
6 hours.
Maybe it's like 7.
6 hours. 6 hours.
It's a pretty man.
I just listened to that shit like in a little while.
I'm starting to really understand a lot of the things about the book. So basically, what it does, it wants you to know. That's how we talked about like the levels of consciousness. Basically, what it is now, what I'm starting to realize is it just shows you. Look, the majority of people are very unhappy, bro. Like that's just the truth. The majority of everybody is unhappy. And even if they're not unhappy, the things that are making them happy are not good things.
It's outside. It's outside things.
Like
so,
what?
Like
what?
So, like for example, when you're happy, right?
Yeah.
let's say you have a house. Let's say you have a job. Let's say you have a business. All those things are things that come from the outside, right? And the fact that they come from the outside, they can get taken away.
Yes.
So what happens with most people is instead of relying, okay, so you have an ego, then you have pride. That's all low frequency feelings. It comes from a really low emotional standpoint. When you think those things, you're destined to you're not above 200. So basically, what it is pride comes from everything around you. Confidence comes from inside of you. So you can be in prison, nigga, with nothing, or you can be broke as fuck, but you have confidence in yourself. That shit comes from inside. And you see, then you can have something that is like pride, but pride is always is based on outside shit. Oh, I'm proud of what I accomplished, or I'm proud of my house, or I'm proud of my business. See, all them things can get taken away from you. Then when it gets taken away, you ain't gonna have that anymore.
It's like it's in you. It's not on you.
It's in you, not on you. So then when it starts to really like resonate to me, is like starts to show you how you can get to those higher levels of thinking. Because I'll tell you, I got a lot of family members that they're way older than me. To be honest, they're more successful than me. But I believe that they're not happy. Fool. They're always chasing the next thing. They're always chasing, trying to get to the next level, never really fucking like enjoying where they're at. And what I realized is to get to that higher level of consciousness, to be able to be happy, fool, it's hard, but it's worth it in the end because you're actually fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things you gotta do is you gotta stop. Okay, so let's say you're in a negative level of consciousness. You're like at a fucking 150, right? And you're just depressed all the motherfucking time for some reason. You gotta understand number one.
No, it's like 200 and less.
I know, that's why I said 150.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, you're right there and you're depressed. You're just a depressed individual, right? You start having depressed thoughts go through your head. Man, why is this happening to me? This only happens to me. You start getting lonely. You start feeling like you're unique. And that makes it even worse. When something happens to you and you feel like it's only happening to you, you get into a super depressed state. So then what the book says is understand that those thoughts that are coming to you are not your thoughts. There is not one original thought that you've had in your fucking mind your whole life. So stop taking responsibility for those thoughts. That's just an emotion that's coming from that level of consciousness that you're in. And the only way to get up higher than that, to get out of that, first of all, you got to realize those are not your thoughts. You got to learn to watch your own mind. You got to learn to watch it when it's deviating and when it's getting there and say, why the fuck are you thinking that? And then the thing that happens when you take yourself away from your thoughts, you start to realize that you don't take things so serious. So let's say, for example, right? Just to give you an example of what I mean. Let's say that, let's say, for example, let me think of something that's kind of fucked up but not too fucked up. Okay. Let's say, for example, right? Your homie gets into a fight with your other homie for some reason. And one of them gets his ass whooped. And then they're done and they're cool afterward. You might think it's a little funny after. Like, damn, that fool whipped your ass, fool. You know what I'm saying? Joking around a little bit.
Yeah, when it's happening to you.
So then now let's say you just got your fucking ass whipped, though. You wouldn't think it was so funny, would you? So when you're able to accept things that happen to you in your life, when you're able to
not take it so personal.
Not take it personal and just understand this is life and you can laugh at it, you gotta look at yourself like you're your homie. Okay, another scenario. Let's say you're like in high school or something, right? There's a girl that you like. Okay, you walk up to her and you tell her, hey, you try to spit some game. She tells you, no, you're uglier. I ain't fucking with you. Something. You're gonna leave. Your pride might be a little fucking bruised off of that. Your ego might be a little touched up.
Fucking ugly crush.
But now let's say, for example, right? Your homie goes and does that, and the bitch does that to him. You gonna start laughing at him. You're gonna be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So that goes your perfect example of when you do something, don't feel so personal about it, bro. Make yourself not be personal and don't take it personal, and then you will deal with life better. And you'll be able to be like, not feel bad about anything that happens in your life. And you'll be able to get to those higher levels. Since I figured that out, I was just like, bro, I don't judge motherfuckers. Don't judge people, bro. If you live your life a certain type of way, that's cool. But don't judge other people. Try to stay as neutral to anything as you can when it comes to people, bro. And then if you do that, man, people might say, well, I don't want to do that. You know, I like fucking be judgmental. That's cool. But you have to understand that them type of things and those emotions and those feelings are going to take you to fucking death. That's gonna take you. It's proven that way.
Or it's just gonna be low frequency.
Low frequency means equals death. You're more susceptible to disease because your body eventually goes to apathy to where it loses the will to live.
No, shame is the lowest.
No, apathy.
Okay,
shame or apathy, whatever. But apathy is when you lose the will to live.
Yeah.
So that's my point. And that's just something I've been listening to, bro. And it's really, now I see why Nipsey Hussle did it, because when you read the book, no matter what happens to you, no matter what you go through, you're resilient as fuck, bro.
There's always a way out.
There's never a fucking situation where you feel that you can't conquer it and you don't figure out a way out of the situation.
That's fucking crazy, because I feel that exact way. And I feel like I've done it on my own.
I think everybody has, bro. And some people just hide that shit.
I feel like I didn't have to read a book to get like that. And I feel like the way that you're explaining everything, there's no perfect version of it. But people,
I don't know. I don't think so.
But I think people use those traits in order to elevate themselves. But there's nobody using that method perfectly to where
I don't think that
to where they have the perfect frequency.
People are doing it instinctively.
But they're using it to elevate themselves and everything that you're saying to be in a higher frequency. And then you feel me? I feel like there's still people who have that pride and they stand on what they say and they believe in what they believe in and use it. They use it by choice in situations. You know what I'm saying?
Pride.
Yes.
Pride's not a good thing at all.
Yes.
I don't know if you know that. It's a very, very toxic emotion, fool.
Everybody
but
at
it's
this
higher
table
than other
has
frequencies,
pride.
though.
I know, but you have to recognize that it's not a good thing. I know it's not a good thing. I have it, but I try to remove it. I like to be humble instead of prideful.
I actually like being humble and prideful. You know what I'm saying? I like indulging. I like indulging in emotions that make me a man.
If you're prideful, then you feel superior than other people, and that's what it means.
In some situations,
and that's not good.
I'm sorry.
Everybody has their own way of living. That's what. So look,
entitled.
If this fool is a fucking piece of shit because he chose to make some weird ass decision that I will not fucking do, then I'll be all like, man, I would never do that.
That's
like,
good. Yeah,
I'm glad I never ever fucking chose to go down that route because my life will be so much less than what it is right now.
Okay.
Is that I feel like there's good and bad ways to be prideful. Me personally.
There isn't. If you're prideful, it's not my opinion. It's a fact.
Look,
it's not a fact. It's in a book.
That shit have never really done nothing too good.
There's no way.
When has pride helped you in the situation? That if you didn't have pride, it would have probably turned out better.
That's a good question because I've lived a decently long life, and there's could be a lot of situations.
Could it have turned out better?
Turned out better for pride.
If you didn't have so much pride.
Earlier release dates?
No, I'm not talking about no shit. Oh, yeah, well, not even going to jail for one, probably. My point is this. Well, I'm not trying to get you into like a little trap situation.
No,
here.
I'm not trapped. I'm just thinking about it because
it's the truth. No situation that you have ever shown pride has helped you really in the long run. When I mean by help, your situation in life. You know what I'm saying? You might have been in jail.
Wrong.
And you might be like, hey, I got disciplined.
Wrong. Okay, so I believe it's good to show pride in the work that you do in order to teach people how to do work. So in the work,
you fucking caught me off guard of that bitch.
Hold on. So in the workplace, like I take pride in what I do, right?
But that's not pride in yourself.
Let me finish.
That's
yes,
pride in your work.
Because I did it my way. There's things that
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna explain to you why it's not.
Well, there's things that I've done in my way, and I actually like the way that I've done it, and I'm all like, I did this right here, like. This is the way that it actually needs to be done, that nobody taught me how to do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I actually came up with ways to do things that I've taught fucking people and then like generations of people already, I guess.
So this is where I mean to. There is no good pride, and this is where I bite myself in the tongue, except for pride in one's for example, what the book says, if you have pride in yourself, it's bad. If you have pride, okay, when you were doing what you were doing, were you doing it because, damn, I'm going to show everybody that I'm the dopest? No, exactly. What you did you did it in the hopes of, damn, I want to fucking do good for this company. I want to do this. I want to do that. For example, an athletic person. Athletes are prideful for the sport, not for themselves. When you go into a boxing match, you want to fight the best. You want to fight because you love the sport of boxing. You love basketball. So he talks about athletes and shit like that and those type of things. That's when it's good to be prideful, but you're not taking the pride in yourself. You're humble with yourself, but you're prideful for what you did for the cause. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's a different type of pride. Now, when you're talking about pride, you're just a prideful person. That's when you start judging people.
Okay, so
you start to judge people, then you
Yeah.
think you're better than them. And the
So
only people that
then-
can judge anybody is God.
Of course, leave it to God. But what I'm saying is, and that's what I said earlier, but you said no, it's all the same. Is that there's
My bad.
No,
there's different types of
You're right.
pride.
Pride.
You could feel pride for certain things in a different way, but it doesn't make that the wrong pride. Like you could be having pride for the wrong reasons that could give you that negative frequency. You understand what I'm saying?
Or you can feel proud of somebody.
It's okay to be proud of like
Like
making
you're-
it to where you're at, just because you know you got yourself there.
I think that situation, I think that it's better like, hey, what did you do to get to
It's
there?
never okay to.
I don't think it's yourself. If you feel,
Yeah.
I'm just saying because if you start thinking that, oh, I got myself here, what happens when you get yourself back?
You're talking about pride for yourself.
You blame
Yes.
it on
Okay,
yourself,
yes.
dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you shouldn't blame it on yourself because some things are outside of
No.
outside of your control.
Everything is a lesson. If never take it as a mistake, take it as a lesson. If you end up in a situation to where you're rock bottom, you got to take that as a lesson and not a mistake, and
Be
not
resilient.
put yourself down.
Sometimes
You got to sit down and analyze. Okay, what happened to get me right here where I'm at right now, and so that way I know as I move forward to not do that again.
sometimes there isn't any lessons to be learned, bro. And the only lesson you can learn is maybe I shouldn't have been so prideful.
What
because,
is-
for
okay.
example, let's say there's a fucking Great Depression. You have no fucking clue. You don't have no control over that. Now you're broke,
Mhm.
and now you don't got shit. You probably feel bad because you were being prideful.
I'm
So
really
what?
like,
The only lesson to learn there would be
I should have never bought that 6-pack of Centenarios. It would have fucking. You see what I'm saying? Like there is.
no. I was
there
just
is
laughing,
kind of-
but no, you can't.
It is kind of like, yeah, with that
You
example
can't
that you
be-
gave me.
Yeah, but you saving the 6 packs of Centenarios isn't gonna make it. You're not broke now.
If something like a recession,
6 pack of Centenarios ain't gonna do that.
something like a recession doesn't happen within 24 hours. It happens with gradual time. So if you're up on game and you're understanding that, you know that you should be saving money and spending less.
Okay, so let's say for example, you know how
Sometimes-
much
no,
you're
sometimes
supposed
they
to
do
save.
come out
you know
of
how much
nowhere.
you're supposed to save if you're a business owner of your expenses.
6 months.
I'm not a business owner. That's the thing.
6
yeah,
months.
yeah.
You two are.
Emergency
I know. So
You
I'm
know what I'm
trying to
saying?
tell you. So look, 6 months of your expenses
You
you're
have 2
supposed to save up.
minutes.
6 months of your expenses you're supposed to save up. Okay, so basically what happens is that's what you're supposed to do. Now, if there's the Great Depression, nigga, that lasts years.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you fucking saved every nickel and dime,
No.
you're probably gonna be broke as shit still,
Yeah.
no matter what you did. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Those bottles you fucking wasted are probably better off to have drank and enjoying the good time that they lasted for. And then who cares about all material
While the
shit?
Great
And
Depression's
if you
going
go
on.
down, you go down, dog. All right, man, we out.
Hey, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. Any
Yeah.
topic you guys want us to talk about, put in the comments.
Do all that gang
Be
shit.
ouchie.
With a two-bit head to your back, and you know where we at. Got the thing in my grass, and we living life fast. And I put that on the dub, motherfuckers can't hang. What you want, what you talk, what you rap for the game.